Behind the tint.
Behind the tint.
Why don't you explain to what's behind the tint?
So basically what behind the tint is we're interviewing our members, in a sense, correct?
Yep.
So
Maybe I remember, you know.
I thought, what better to do than our co-owner, right? Because you were in the club once, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Oh, me and Ben, we had an idea to start the club. And it happened after, like about a year ago now, October like 1st or 2nd.
Yeah, because we had that truck meet.
Yep. And then we decided, we didn't start until I think November, but we started it and it got taken down once on Instagram because it got hacked.
What?
Yeah, it got hacked on Instagram. That's why if you look at the Instagram, it has that slash at the end. Because we couldn't get our name back. So it started, but then I made a TikTok after we restarted it and then it blew up like overnight, so. But then Ben decided not to want to run it. And so he gave it to me in the new.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't really want to be in an owner position. So, and you're way better with people than I am. So I was like, hey, this guy will take it farther than I will. So here you go. I'll just make the merch and whatnot. So
Yeah, you still make our stickers.
I do.
and
Yep. Make stickers, make shirts.
All behind the scenes.
All
and stuff.
behind the scenes.
Okay, so enough of the club. Let's. Real reason why we're here.
Talking about the old girl.
Talk about the old girl.
Well, this is a 1999 Suburban. I inherited it from my grandpa when he passed away. It's been in our family ever since factory, brand new. Only one owner. I guess technically I'm the second one, but yeah, I had a lot of memories in this truck, and my grandma got too old to drive it, so I got given it to me when my grandpa passed away, and I built it to what it is now, basically. You know.
Yeah, and how long have you owned it?
I've owned it since I was 16, so I'm 20 now, so that'd be 4 years.
So 4 years.
4 years.
Constant building.
Constant building ever since I was 16. First mod was a light bar that you can no
First
longer
mod was a light
First
bar.
mod was a light bar. You know, I thought it was the coolest shit. So,
And then high school then, right? You going to during high school. So tell us about that. How was having a lifted truck in high school?
well, I didn't have a lifted truck until like 3 months afterwards, but you know, well, after like before I graduated anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, I had big tires on it, no muffler. You know, being 16, 17, you chop the muffler off, and you're like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. But
Good old Mickey Thompsons
yeah,
and
oh
stuff
yeah, good
like
Mickey
that.
Thompsons. But yeah, mud tires in the winter ain't the move though. Don't do it. I ended up hitting a deer because I couldn't stop. But yeah, no, I ended up chopping the muffler off, and there's a muffler on it now. But yeah, you know, you do those stupid things: crank the torsion keys, put shitty mud tires on it, and chop mufflers off.
We've all been there.
Oh yeah, and then you throw a whole bunch of stickers on it, and those are basically gone now.
Man,
But
they haven't grown off me yet.
yeah, if I ever die, now you got it, it's all covered, and you want to go with more, so.
Yep. So, let's talk about the sick powder coat that you got going on.
Powder coat. Alright, I got a guy, his name's Trevor Reno, who's in the car world, but I found him actually through you. He said this guy does powder coat, and I shot him a message, and I originally started doing, because I have another truck, it's a blue one, and I did that one first, but I was like, this is my main truck, you know,
Give us some love.
gotta build this one, so I sent it to him. Cost like $1,100 to do. We got all the front suspension done with the lift kit. Got the torsion bars done and all these springs on the back.
Which he individually took off.
Yup, which is a pain in the ass. And
It was quite a show to watch.
Oh, yeah.
To put him back on.
yeah, put them back on. I don't know, jumping up and down, get these things back on.
So, what do you think your biggest move has been so far with Brett?
Definitely the engine, probably. Engine
Right,
and
that's
suspension,
right.
So.
You did that at your own shop too, right?
I put the engine on in my own shop, but it got screwed up. The story behind that is I sent the engine out, so I pulled the engine, everything out of this truck myself, sent it out to a shop to get done, and they gave it back to me. And you know, they gave it back to me saran wrapped, and as soon as I got it, I put it right back in the truck. Did our tests and stuff, and got everything put back together. Started it, let it run. Every so often, I go to the shop, let it run for 30 minutes, and then the day I go to take it home, it drops oil pressure.
Yep.
And so at that point, I was like, screw it. I spent my entire winter on this truck getting it done, and so I just sent it to my buddy's shop to go have done. So we pulled it out. I picked the motor back up and sent it to the guys who built it, and they said something about there was like dirt in the motor.
Yep.
Which is kind of dumb because it went right from the shop,
Saran
wrapped and everything, into this truck. And every time I left the shop before I even had it remotely ready to start, we plugged every hole in this thing with like tin foil, so you made sure it gets around every crease and crevice so no dirt or anything could get in.
Yep.
And then it was even, the hood was even shut afterwards, so like, you know, and if anything it would have been dust but no dirt. So I think it was something to do with, nothing on the guys who did it, it might have just been a mistake, but I think it was something to do when they sandblasted it.
Might have had a little bit of...
Yeah, I think they didn't clean it out fully, and I think it just caused an issue, but...
Definitely.
But it was fun getting back home because we took it, because it didn't drop oil pressure until I left the shop, you know? And so we're driving this thing, I get to the next town over, which is probably a good 5 miles away from my shop, and I'm like, this thing's like at 20 oil pressure. Every time I add a stop sign, it goes down to like 0. And so on the way back, we were trying to get back, I'm just blowing through every stop sign. Don't do it. Don't recommend doing that. But like, every time I went to stop, I was like, I have no oil pressure, so we got to keep oil pressure in this damn thing. So, but
definitely.
It wasn't really knocking or anything either. But I saw the bearings afterwards, and they were definitely scored. So it was definitely internal leaking. But you know,
yeah,
what an adventure that was. So
yeah. So tell us about your shop.
My shop, it's just a standard like 2-stall garage. You know. It's so small, you can only fit one car in it at one time, no lift or anything, so we do everything on jack stands. And
we've
done the blue truck, we've done this motor.
We've done transmissions,
yep,
we've
done transmissions and
freaking everything.
Oh yeah, everything on the ground.
We gutted a full Fox body there.
Oh yeah, we gutted a whole Fox body. I've gutted another Suburban, pulled a tranny motor, all that kind of stuff out of that. And so, I mean, there's no excuse if you don't have a shop. You know, if you have a garage and some jack stands, you can do like this
space heater.
I've done this whole truck myself, and if you go look at my other blue truck, if you ever hit on my Instagram, it's all been done by me in that shop. You know, so and it's pretty close to this one, just you know blue.
And
so
a little bit
smaller. Rides a little better too, actually.
It does. It really does.
For a rough
them Bilsteins that you got on here right now ride really good, don't they?
Yeah, this helps me a lot. The Bilsteins do, but like you know the height difference, because that's 4 inches to the 6 inch. The 4 inches drives like freaking stock suspension. You know, every time you hit a bump with this thing, it's like.
So tell us why you switched to Bilsteins.
Why I switched to Bilsteins? Oh, you were here in this house. So we know here in Michigan we have the Silver Lake sand dunes, and first time ever being up there, I took this truck up there, rough country shocks and all that. You know, half of my buddies they kind of coaxed me into going up Test Hill and stuff. You know, we're having a blast, almost making it. Before I go into telling you why, we were having issues with it because we get like maybe 90% up, I would say.
Yep.
And I couldn't go any farther, but what I didn't realize is these tires that I have on it now, which I did have on it before, they're run flats. So every time I would air down, it was like there was still like 30, 20 PSI in the damn thing. So, but anyway, so we're going up Test Hill this one last time, and we're like, all right, got to pin it, you know, to the floor, get up test. He said there was whoops. And, you know, at the point of time, it was like, fuck it, we'll go, and, you know. So I hammered down and freaking, we jumped the truck more or less. It went up and slam, and you know, and I don't think it broke until we got back because we're going up, and then it just stopped, kind of moving up the hill, and so we were like, oh shit. So we backed down, we get up, and then it just started sinking in a little bit. And we were like, oh shit, what is that? Get out, broke a CV axle. And then we're like,
I think I still have that video. Let's run that clip real quick.
There's bumps. Ready? Right there. Oh! That didn't feel good. No. I don't know about that speed.
There's a bump. You're right.
I told you. I'm your tour guide for a reason. That hurt like a bitch. Remember, we have rough country shocks, not king shocks. Do you want to check your front end after that hit?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Stop. CV shaft.
Oh, fuck. I broke CV shaft. I broke my CV shaft.
Fuck.
Oh, thank you. But anyway, so we get back to the, what's it called? The staging area where you have you air down and...
Oh, we'll call it the state where you get the stickers.
Oh, is that where that is?
Yeah.
So we pull up in there, you know, I'm pulling up under there looking at it, and then I realized I broke my front differential as well. I cracked them out in half, and that wasn't fun. I mean, it was easy to replace, but you know, that wasn't fun at all.
It took you a good while until you wanted to fix it.
Oh yeah, no, I just chopped the CV axle right off, so I was still able to run my truck.
You still got that piece, don't you?
I still got that piece, yep.
Always do.
And so, yeah, I ran it for like that for a while. I still went off-roading a little bit, but nothing really huge because I didn't have four-wheel drive, you know.
No.
So, but come winter when I did the motor, I ended up putting a new front differential in.
Oh, right.
Because I re-geared this thing to 410s, so a little bit peppier. I mean, it's still slow.
A lot better
Suburban,
highway
but,
miles.
Yeah, definitely. And my buddy kept on, Silas, you know Silas,
Yep.
he kept on trying to tell me that it would screw up my RPMs, you know, on highway, but I get up to like 75, 80, and I'm still at like 2 grand. So.
And whenever we're going like up north or anything, there's a lot of hills and stuff, and it does fairly well on that.
Yeah, it doesn't do too bad. One thing I'd probably change is getting different tires for more highway ride.
Yeah.
Because they're loud as hell.
So let's talk about up north. We've gone on a trip
Yeah,
up
we
north.
went up to Mackinac this year for the San Agnes Car Show. You know,
Yeah.
it's not it's not really made for trucks, but we were just going up.
We've
There's
seen
like
a couple. You've seen a couple.
Yeah,
trucks.
there's a couple trucks. I think
George was there.
We're gonna try to go up there with the whole crew next year, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, it was just a spontaneous thing. Like, hey, let's go up north. And so that was about it. And then
Packed our bags and went.
Yeah, we packed our bags. 4-hour trip. It wasn't too bad. Truck ran great.
Yeah.
You know, no issues at all. Like no check engine light. I'm having an issue. I got an exhaust leak, so it keeps on throwing my O2 codes and stuff. But no codes at all until we get right into town. It throws an O2 code, and we're like, oh, whatever. So we clear it.
That would happen.
We get into town, you know, I booked this hotel prior to, so this is funny. I booked this hotel, I didn't really read into it, you know, it was like cheap, like I think it was $200 for 2 nights.
Oh yeah,
so it was
cheap.
fine, you know. But we get into the hotel, I'm sitting in the truck texting my girlfriend saying, hey, we made it. He comes back and goes, hey, you know there's only one bed? I was like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, there's a hot tub in the fucking living room. And so we booked a lover's suite for the weekend, and it was the weirdest shit. It wasn't too bad. I mean, he used the hot tub, so like, we got our money's worth out of it. But then Cody, my buddy Cody from up north, he ended up he's coming down, and he slept on the floor because, you know, it's just how it goes. But
we were already maxed out on the bed.
Yeah, we were already maxed out. You know, we could have fit it.
We probably most definitely
I've done that before. There's a picture of me and my cousins. You know that futon downstairs in my house?
Yeah.
Yep. Me and my brother and 2 other cousins when we were little. We all fit on that little bed. There's a picture of it somewhere, but no, yeah, that was a fun trip. I'm definitely gonna go again next year. We booked a cabin this time. So
yeah, which is super pumped.
Oh yeah,
super pumped.
Hit more truck shows next year and all that. Hopefully.
All the kids really liked them.
Oh yeah, all the kids. You know, I had the halos running, and then I had the underglow. I have like wheel lights in it, so we were running the halos and all those, and all the kids were all over it. You know, finding it cool as hell. And
all the old people were really into it.
Oh yeah,
too.
they were into it too. They kind of, I guess, some of them like that stuff, you know, and as long as they're respectful about it, and not like sitting there.
I mean, we appreciate all the old school stuff.
Oh yeah, we appreciate all the stuff. Like even the guys next to us, you know.
Oh yeah,
they were cool. They liked that we were there, and you know, showing interest in all this kind of stuff. Because you know, without us, you know, because we're like,
the next generation.
The next generation at this point. So you know, without us, there wouldn't be any stuff going on. So
no, honestly. So about future meets.
Future meets, as in like truck shows, or
so let's start from future meets after Mackinac.
After Mackinac, like.
So let's talk about the one that you were really into,
like the trunk or treat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the trunk or treat that we did this year.
It's annually, right?
We're trying to do an annual thing because that's how like this whole group started, and it's a big one for me, you know. Because me and Ben, we started this thing in Lowell, and we do it at the Lowell Fairgrounds every year. The second year, you know, we didn't have many trucks this year as we wanted, but
we got a really good
we had a lot of like kids from town and all that come in. They dressed up too. We had a semi truck, and it was cool. It was really cool, and I love doing it. You know, and then we do a raffle every year too. Last year we did an RC truck, and then we did a set of pods. This year we kind of stepped it up a little bit. Did a Lego set, an RC truck, and then we did some pods and some rock lights.
Yep.
You know, stepped it up just a little bit. Next year we might have to do something a little better, but
yeah, for sure.
Let's hope we get a better truck count. I mean, if we keep on getting good truck counts, we'll keep doing it every year.
Oh yeah,
the town seems to love it. So I mean, everyone's respectful, and no one does really any stupid things.
No.
So. Yep.
And then the other big one that we just had, Midland
was fun,
insane.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a long drive getting up there. You know, almost rear-ended each other.
Oh,
that was funny.
No casual.
Yeah, no. My girlfriend called me, said she needed to go to the bathroom, and then I called him, and then he hit his brakes. It wasn't anything that he did. And he got Coda over here he looked down as soon as it also hit his brakes. So Coda slams on the brakes.
And then Jameson's right behind him.
In front of me. Yeah, Jameson. He didn't have any brake lights, so he slams on his brakes. I don't know what's going on because I don't see any brake lights because he didn't have his.
Right.
So then I slam on my brakes, and then I'm looking in the rearview mirror. My girlfriend almost rear ends me, and then I see Alex. He freaking off the road because he had to swerve because he was gonna go right into the ass end of my girlfriend, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting there laughing about it. That's why I wish you would have gotten the recording of just some random stuff, but
yeah.
You know, that was fun though. The meet was cool. You know, we pissed off some car guys, and you know, but whatever. It was just a funny joke. And,
yeah.
Don't take it seriously.
That's all we are.
That's all we are.
Bunch of jokes.
Yeah. No. But a lot of the Great Lakes Road guys are out there this time.
Oh yeah, we had Wyatt. We had Morgan. We had Jameson. We had Chris. We had Kevin. We had a whole bunch of people. Mm-hmm. Great turnout.
Well, that was probably the first time that a lot of the Great Lakes Road guys were all together. So
yeah, we all met each other.
We all got together right there, and especially Alex. He came all the way
from Ohio. Which is absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah,
absolutely crazy.
And I'm glad he did. I'm surprised his truck really made it. I mean, he broke down on the way home, but
yeah, he blew his
idler pulley.
Yeah.
Yep, the idler pulley went. But
we managed to get home that same day.
He was able to get home that same day, but. You know, but I'm glad he was able to make it and come up.
Yeah, he's got some big things.
He's got some big things planned. I won't go into it.
No,
but, you know, maybe we'll get him on a
behind
the tint.
We'll give him the behind. We'll give him.
We'll do the behind the tint when we're down there helping him.
Oh, for sure.
Behind him, for sure.
So, speaking of,
you
got any big plans that you want to reveal?
Big plans, you know, I don't have many big plans that I want to reveal. You know, you already know I got some.
I know all.
I guess the one thing I will say is we're getting some new tires on this thing for now, and doing some body work this winter. But other than that, I think I'm gonna keep everything a little bit secret. So
you think we're gonna get some footage of that body work?
Probably. I mean, it depends, because I mean, I'll try to record you because you're gonna be helping me with it. So
yeah.
Because obviously I'm not a welder, but you know, he does more of my welding, if anything. So
yeah.
And then, I mean, I guess I can also say we're getting some track bars hopefully here pretty soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, you just talked to that one guy.
I think it was Thursday. I talked to him Thursday, so 2 days ago.
Got it. You're quoted.
He said that he's got to make a custom bar for me because he does more Duramaxes like Brady's truck, and he mass produces these things. So he said the mounts will work. I have to weld 2 tabs onto my brackets in the back for the axle, and he's gonna have to measure a bar and custom make me that, but. Other than that, the whole thing should work. I'm looking probably around like $600.
Should look real nice.
Mm-hmm. Part of me is like, maybe I should hold off until more springtime to do it, just so I can take like that $600-$700 and throw it in the body, because I need new hood, probably new fender.
Very true.
Then I gotta buy the 2 patch panels. 2 patch panels are gonna cost me like $200 probably. I'm gonna probably try to do that rear door.
Paint's gonna be more.
Paint's gonna be like. That's gonna be like $7,000 probably, but
maybe. It's victory red.
Red paint is very expensive. So.
Yes.
But I might as well just get the whole thing. I might have them either, because this fender is already redone, so I might have them maybe save that or try to blend it in a little, just because it's a little bit darker, just because I had painted off the truck. So.
Right.
But.
Yeah, they didn't have the truck to blend it.
Yeah. I definitely need to get the mirrors done.
Yep.
repainted those.
Although a lot
So
of
we
people
had that
don't,
gunk on there.
a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize they actually like it, and it's like it's just Rust-Oleum paint that he took from Home Depot. They just painted these things.
Yeah, looks close.
Well, because
enough.
when I got them, because the caps come off this truck, or the boost auto mirrors, so the caps come off, and they were like a creamish, like already primed cap. But I wanted to run these, and I didn't want water and stuff getting in behind that, and so I just went to Home Depot after work one day and started spraying them down. The clear coat got screwed up, but now it looks fine. It got screwed up because you remember how they first looked. The clear coat was really screwed up, but I think it just had to have some time to settle in a little more.
Mm-hmm.
But on the way here, I was thinking, I don't know what you think, but I was thinking maybe switching the grill up. And because you know how we were talking about the wheel setup I'm trying to do, if you want to go back to chrome or not.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking either keep with the chrome or either go with a GM grill, but have like the Tint Industries. I don't know. If anything, I might just do what Cody had on his truck before, the chrome with like the X's.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, I don't know, because I don't know if I'm gonna do that, because I got to rebuild these headlights anyway. So, if anything, I'll just take them out and put them in a chrome housing.
So yeah, let's talk about your headlights because everyone asked about
Everyone
them.
asked about this.
Everybody asked about them.
They're not plugged in right now, but I have a Halo kit. He could probably put a photo or video or whatever. This Halo kit's made by Profile Performance. They don't make it anymore, I don't think, because every time I go on,
you got them a long time
every
ago.
time I go on Profile Performance's site, I can't find them at all. But I can find these headlights on Headlight Revolutions, but they're made by the same company. So that's just like I guess they're distributing them. So I don't know if they have them or if they're getting them from them or if they have some just left in stock or anything. So, but. Yep, these are the really nice ones because they got like a white film around all the halos or around all the little LEDs.
So it looks really
So it
sharp.
distributes the light a little better instead of just having like little squares. I mean you can still see the squares, but at night it like distributes the light a little better. So, but yeah, they're
How hard were they to put in?
not too bad. You gotta heat up these lenses, pull them apart, put them back together.
So you have to build the kit.
It took me to do this one. It probably took me maybe 3 hours to get done. So,
Mhm.
but
And then you have them in the blue truck as
I have
well.
on the blue truck. Yep, that one took me. They've gone the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got to redo these because the clear coat and stuff, especially on that one over there. But like the clear coat on these headlights are fading, and then the same thing over there. This housing is starting to peel apart from the glue that I used. It's good glue. It's just it heated up and separated, so I got to redo it because every time I wash the truck, it gets that haze in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I think that one might have actually come on. Just looking at it. But anyway,
So let's talk about your grill because that looks quite unique. What is that? Coating or something? Or
so the grill is just a standard Chevy grill. It's got a little gap here. I don't know what's up with these kinds of. There's like certain grills that are different to like the Suburban. I think I don't understand it, but like they sit just a little bit out. Even the new one I put on the blue truck does the same thing. But I coated this with a tinting. It's like a chrome tint, so it's technically like black chrome, which is the kind of look that I was going for. Because I didn't want to go chrome, but I didn't want to go black. So I was like, if we can tint this out, match with the tinted headlights, and then the inserts are still chrome, so it kind of like sets it off just a little bit,
kind of subtles the
kind
chrome.
of like subtle, That's why I kind of like running the rims that I got, which are the black and then
the milled.
the milled spokes. So
Yeah, let's talk about your wheel and tire setup that you got going on there now.
The wheel and tire setup is 35s on 12 wides. So these are 35 by 1250s on a 20 by 12 gear, a big block. I think the numbers were 474 or 4 something. I don't know. But yeah, they're negative 44 offset. I got 2-inch spacers in the rear I have a 1 3/4 inch spacer in the rear to level out with the front because Chevy's like the bulldog stance.
Yep.
But they rub a little bit, not too bad. They rub more when I'm in reverse, if anything. So, but they've been a good tire. I'm obviously just looking for something a little bigger. These tires were not that expensive either. I think a full set, the tires and the rims alone were like around $1,800.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad compared to like some of the rims you get. Like rims alone can be up to like $1,800 or 20 grand. Or,
Right.
Not 20 grand, but 2,000. But I mean, yeah, you get a set of freaking American Forces or something.
Freaking custom made.
Oh yeah, but No, they've been nice to me. You know, I got a couple scratches in them,
But you've had them for a really long
I
time.
did. One thing that did piss me off though is I sent it to the shop that one time, and I got it back, and I found
For your motor work?
Yep, for the motor work, and I found some scratches in the rim. So somebody had to have stepped in the rim to get up into the motor, which I was a little bit upset because I just bought them. Like they didn't even have 5 miles on these rims yet.
Yep.
And I was like, oh fuck. But you know, I actually also. So being run flats, the sidewalls are so tight. So I mounted all these tires myself, but I couldn't get them to bead. So I sent them to Bell Tire, and they said they couldn't do it either.
Yep.
So you know, I sent them to not Extreme. Is it Extreme? The one on Plainfield.
Venom?
Venom Motorsports. I sent them to them, and they were able to do it because it's got like a. It's not like I wouldn't say stretch, but like it's definitely
more
flush.
flush.
More flush
than
than
anything.
anything. But I asked him. I walked in. I said, "How much ether are you using?" He goes, "Quite a bit." So, but that's why I was like, "Yeah, I ain't fucking with those." But the next set I'm debating. I think I'm probably gonna do like the flush look, but like more flush than this, so like squared off, which I think could look good.
Which would
be
look
on
real
14s, yeah. Which I'll probably have to trim a little bit on the back of the fender, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll see what we can get
Yes,
away with.
sir. So
Anything else?
I don't have much really.
Did you do the tint work yourself?
I did do the tint work myself. There's the rest in the back is factory tint, so it's about a factory 20%.
Right.
Because it matches what the 20% I put on the sides. If you look at it closely, it isn't the best. But
isn't that like your first time
This was
doing
the
it?
first time me doing it, and it actually came out pretty decent. I mean, there's some riffles at the bottom and then some tears at the top, but for the first time, it actually came out pretty decent. So
If you ain't really looking
no,
for it.
and especially if the windows are up, you know, you can't even tell.
Right.
But yeah. Then the other thing I did was also freaking finally adjust the wipers on that. If you go look, there's a couple photos of it that the
Already
wipers are
halfway up.
sitting about halfway up because my grandpa at some point tried to fix it and never did. Which actually I'm kind of having an issue with it. I have to get back in there because every time I use the wipers it'll work and then like at some points it'll go and then kind of jump back.
Oh.
So I don't know what's up with that, but
Maybe it's just not used to going that
it's
far.
not. No, I might even need a new transmission for it.
Maybe.
But I mean I don't care if I have to throw one in. I'll throw one in there, but.
Yeah.
You know, new parts, always fun.
But hey,
When something breaks, you just upgrade it. It's fine.
It's really cool seeing like a build like this come together because you plan on having this until the day you die.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on having this like forever. I'm never getting rid of it. The whole goal behind it is if anything breaks on it, you fix it, and no matter what it is, if it burns or gets in a crash or anything, you know, you find a way to fix it.
Heard that plenty of times.
All the
growing up
time.
in your mind.
Yep. Because it's probably going to be given to my my grandkid or grandson, or you know, but because obviously I plan on keeping it till I die. So,
Right.
You know, if I gave it to my son, you know, I'd basically be giving it to
That'd
him
be
when I was
awesome.
like 40,
Right.
50s, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready to give it away yet.
Oh, I got some more things I want to do to it.
Right, yeah. So, but the whole goal, if they're gonna take it, they gotta basically have
Make
like
that
a
pact.
mental contract, you know.
Right.
Else I'll come back and haunt them, but, you know.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for today's episode.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
You want to talk about what more about behind the tint or the club
Well,
or where this is going?
what we're gonna be planning on doing with Behind the Tent is we're gonna be interviewing all of our official members, hopefully, to basically do what we just did and go through their build and how they came to where they are now. And so that's not saying that they're necessarily finished because I don't think any of us are finished.
Never.
Never.
There's always something new comes out.
Honestly.
Or
So
there's a new trend, or you know,
right.
because like light bars were in for a couple years when I had mine, and now they're no longer a thing really.
Frowned upon.
They're not really frowned upon. I mean, it depends on the build you go for. But
Right.
like for these kind of builds, you know, no, you don't run them. I mean, unless you got them like hidden in the grills or whatever. But you know, other than that,
Yeah.
I wouldn't run it.
But yeah, that's basically what we're planning on doing is we're gonna be interviewing everyone in our group and seeing what we can get out of them.
Basically, yeah, interrogate them. Just have a whole light. Like, what's your plans here?
Alrighty guys, we'll see you later.